Hi, it's Market Powell here, and I'm going to take you through my new song, Thank You. I'm going to teach you how to play it, tell you the story behind it. So if you're up for that, let's do it. So Thank You was born a number of years ago now out of a desire to have more songs that were all about thanksgiving, that just simply said thank you to God for who He is. There's a famous verse in Psalm 100 that says, we enter your gates with thanksgiving and your courts with praise. And I think that's a really great model, actually, to start either a worship set or even your day by choosing to give thanks. So what it does is it takes your focus away from the stuff that distracts you, stuff that would bring you down, and focuses on the things that we have to be thankful for, of which there are many still. And so that's what I've tried to do with the song. That first verse focuses us on who God is and what He's done for us and why we are thankful to Him. And then that leads straight into the chorus, which is like this response of like explosion of gratitude and thanks. And then I wanted to move it on with the second verse, which sort of makes this declaration, this choice to be thankful, whatever the circumstances look like. So that's sort of the idea behind the song. I really wanted it to be somewhere where you can start off a worship set. You know, we're always looking for new upbeat songs as worship leaders. That is always true. And hopefully that will focus a congregation or a group of people on what we have to be thankful for, which is really useful. So the question, of course, is how do we play it? Don't you worry, I've got you covered. So I do it in G. But what I've been trying to do is make sure that I'm writing songs that are easily transposable, so the range isn't too wide, so that if you have a different voice from mine, which you probably do, you can sing it. So maybe a female vocal might want to do it in D or E, but I do it in G. If you're interested, I do it 125 beats per minute, if that's your sort of thing. Sometimes I do it in capo 3 with some E shapes, but today we're going to keep it real simple and do it in G. On the record, there's this kind of cool reverse synth intro, which isn't very useful if you're trying to play it on a Sunday morning or with a band live. So what I like to do, if I'm doing it live, I'll play maybe the chorus chords, nice and big with the full band coming in. Or I might do it's a bit more muted and play the verse chords. Like that. Either way, whatever works for you. So let's get into it. So the verse starts off on the chord of D. You have 2 bars of that, then move to E minor, and then to the C. So that's basically the whole of the verse. It sounds like this. God, you're bursting, full of mercy, slow to anger, swift to save. Deliverer, our rescuer, defeater of the grave, etc., etc. And then you have this little pre-chorus, so that's just A minor. You can just do one long strum with these. E minor, and then a C. Hold the C for a little bit longer. Sounds like this. Jesus, what else can we say? We won't stop singing. And then go straight into the chorus from there. But before we do that, a small disclaimer. Usually, when you're writing songs, they split up into bars of 4 or 8. But with this chorus, it's actually a 7-bar phrase, which might throw you off a little bit. So be prepared for that. But don't worry, I'm going to talk you through it. We're going to get through it together. So the chorus starts off with this G sus4 to the G movement, then to the B minor, that's the 2nd bar, to the E minor, that's the 3rd, to the C for the 4th, back to the G sus4, and the G for the 5th, B minor again for the 6th, and then straight to the C this time for the 7th, and then that's the end of it, back to the G sus4, to the G, to the B minor again, to the E minor again, and to the C, back to the G sus4, to the G, B minor, straight to the C again, and this time on the record again there's this little break. It's not really a particular chord. I like to go down to the A minor and hang on that if I'm playing it live. So that all sounds like this. Thank you, Lord. You forgiven, you restore. Watch out for that 7-bar phrase. Thank you, Lord. For you remember our sin no more. And hang it back down to the A minor. Nice and simple. That goes straight back into the verse from there, back into the chorus again, and then it brings you to the bridge, which is even simpler, you'll be glad to hear. Starts off on the D, and goes to the A minor, then to the C. Hold that for a little bit longer than the other two. That happens 3 times, but the very final time, rather than going to the A minor after the D, we go to an A7 or an A9 if you're being technically correct, but you know, what's a 9 between friends? And then to the C again, straight to the chorus. So that sounds like this. You have been so good to us. Let's skip to the last one. You have been so good to us. Straight to the chorus. Thank you, Lord, etc. And that's basically the whole song. So hopefully you found that useful. If you want to hear the whole thing the whole way through, click on the link below or above or wherever you can see it.